Here fucking with stuff. I am live all over the damn place. Guess I should tell Facebook. Actually, I don't even know why I'm using Restream right now. I have to reset my Facebook account, which means that I need to remember what the fuck my password is. Okay, come on, I'm trying to share the damn show. Hello. Mhm. I just want to get on with it. There we go. Hmm. Well, now that's on. There we go. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Sorry for all the dead air. I'm still inviting people to the thing. Now, bro, Clapper, of course, was easy. One button. One button is all I had to do. Set the green. Why is that so hard? Okay, done. Oh, I'm not even live. Oh my god. That's the oddest thing. So, hello. Who's this? YouTube? Hey, Rusty, how are you? Franziska, Christy, hello. Whoever else is there. Whiskers of Three, hello. Jonathan Myers, hello. TikTok, this entire time I thought I was live. I wasn't actually live. I was over here sharing though. So let's see. Now I gotta share with some more people again. There we go. Okay, hello. I guess it's just YouTube over here. So we're on. I gotta get them straight. YouTube, Clapper, TikTok. All right. See the thing to get Restream to do TikTok is tricky, and I have not figured out the trick. But I have a laptop. I got two phones, so uh, we're doing it low tech, and I've got a newer internet system, a mesh system instead of a router, instead of extenders on top of routers, all that shit. And the mesh system's been amazing. So I want to fucking overclock this shit. I should be over here on Facebook too. That's the whole purpose of Restream. I could just go to YouTube, just go straight there, but they says I have to update my Facebook account. Let me see if I can click the little toggle thing. Edit. Restream access your Facebook account will expire soon. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Expire soon. Okay, now I believe I'm streaming on Facebook. Maybe I get Marta to take a look. It has a
What?
little Facebook window. You just look on my page and see if I'm live on Facebook. Thank you, baby. No, she had a hard day.
Shut
Asked me
up.
to do stuff.
I had a great day.
Had a great day.
You know I had a great
I
day.
know that you had a great day.
Okay. Okay.
Harmonica
Looks
heating
like
hello.
your trifling ass is live.
That'll get to you in a second.
You're welcome.
Thank you, baby. All right, Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans. We're on Facebook,
Oh, there it is.
YouTube, bit of a lag, Clapper, and TikTok. And we'll try to keep track of all of those. If you want to come on screen on TikTok, it's somewhere around here. Uh, Clapper is a little handprint down here. I don't really know how you can request it over here. I can bring people on live, but I don't know how I would do that there. Put user on timeout. Okay, I can put you on timeout or block you. Okay, that's okay. So that's not useful. I can reply. Just let go of that. Okay. Donna Murphy, hello, how are you? Harmony Kali Healing, how are you? Yeah, Restream's an app to stream to several things at the same time. Now, figuring out how to get it to, I don't even think I have access to get it to work on Instagram, and I may not have access to get to work on TikTok. I go live, but to get the restreams kind of experimental or something on TikTok. But it seems really cool. I mean, I'm paying for the damn thing to be able to stream to different stuff. So, yeah, I should use the damn thing, right? Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. I should remind everybody that my latest round of classes, Witch School Level 1 and Witch School Level 2, have just launched for the month of May. On Clapper, you can click, it's in my profile. TikTok, it's in the tree thing. And YouTube, you just got to go to gumroad.com. Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube and Facebook. Gumroad.com/witch school, which is, of course, WITCHSKEWL. And be sure and look for the May 2023 level 1 or level 2. Or if you want to take both of them, you can take both of them at the same time if you want. Make sure it says 2023. It breaks my heart that I have to remind people that studious folk want to take a class like that to make sure what year they're in happens every time. Uncle Birch, can I tell you, I guess, what are some of the best ingredients for pet or animal protection spells? Um, Cat's claw, mugwort, um, catnip is even protective, but then you don't just distract the cat. I'm liking rue, even rosemary, and help your cat remember, where they live and stuff too. Rosemary for remembrance. Sapphire Storm, hello. Mm-hmm. AK Hexy Witch on TikTok. Oh, okay. How are you? Mm-hmm. I was on the clock app that lagged. Okay. Well, the clock, they must be lagging because I got green, green, green. That's kind of the thing. I want to see how far I can push the damn thing before it crashes. So we are on 4 social media sites at the same time. Now, if I get some people over here on camera, then we can really clock this shit and see if the Euro mesh system was worth the $130 that it's selling for now. It was cheaper than the extenders that I bought that didn't help. And it's a mesh system that stretches through the entire house. Here in New Orleans, we have long houses. This is a double shotgun, which means, shotgun means you can fire a shotgun from the back of the house and hit the front of the house. If you wanted to go around shooting a shotgun in your damn house, so they're long. The internet to reach out here where I, like to do my recording and stuff. Took some extra equipment. So hello everybody on Clapper, Clock, YouTube, Facebook. I don't know what that other thing is. It's not working, but so if you want to come on screen, it's somewhere over here on Clock, somewhere over here on Clap, the hand thing. I don't know how I can bring you guys. I think I have to personally send you a link to come on over here. Wait, invite guests. Okay, yeah, I have to personally send the link. I could just grab that link and stick it in the chat room.
Stick in the chat room.
Yeah, man. Speakers at 54%. Oh, I never even hooked up my good mic. Okay, hopefully you hear me well. I'm using a shitty internal mic on YouTube and Facebook. Everybody I see in the chat room is from YouTube. So if you're on Facebook, shout out at me so I can see that you're in there. Yeah, those are all YouTube people. Words of wisdom about the full moon on May 5th. Wow, that's a very fertile moon. And it's the month of May, and I believe it's a Friday, making it very appropriate for May type of stuff.
Cinco de Mayo?
Yes. Margaritas.
Yes.
Yeah.
With Cointreau. No triple sec, Cointreau. Cointreau. You gotta get good tequila.
That's our words of wisdom. Got to get good tequila. Great
What?
time for manifesting things of a romantical nature.
Oh, you'll probably be able to manifest something to get the good tequila.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting good tequila. I'm just gonna waste money on shit I ain't gonna drink. All about you.
Yeah, baby.
Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. That's Aunt Marta over there. I don't know what we're talking about yet. Hello. Doing something. At the shotgun. Also, I've been watching. I've been spending a lot of time last couple of days watching the Ukraine war. Like it's kind of been a standstill through winter. Not really much movement going on, and now there's this big Ukrainian counter-strike that's happening. It's just amazingly impressive. And I see the MTGs and the Bogarts and the MAGA people that don't want us to support Ukraine. I understand it's because their boy likes Russia. But the country, historically, unilaterally, does not. Even when we made good and, after the Cold War and all that, we still weren't buddy-buddy with Russia. Always kind of looking out of the corner of my eye. Marta got to leave the Soviet Union because of the anti-Semitism in the Soviet Union. She's a political refugee, or is it religious refugee? That's
political.
It's political. And it's odd. I wouldn't have even met her if it wasn't for anti-Semitism. So.
Thank you, anti-Semitism.
Yeah, anti-Semitism. But a thing that I've been having to argue with MAGA people lately, it's a thing called honor. America used to have it. I don't know if we have it anymore. We're talking about defaulting on our fucking credit bills now. Well, we've never not paid our fucking bills. That's what they want, is us to not pay our bills. I'll get to that later. But we made an agreement, I believe it was 94 with Ukraine.
What
I believe it was 1994. Ukraine, when the Soviet Union fell apart, the former Soviet Union countries still had their nukes.
Yeah.
They had possession
when they gave them up,
of their nukes.
I think it was 94.
Yeah. An international agreement was struck with Ukraine that if they gave up their nukes, so we wouldn't have another, rogue state with a nuke, that we would defend them.
And Russia also said it would defend them.
And Russia,
us and Russia.
Russia also said it would defend them, but we all knew at the time, even it was defending them against Russia, even though they were like brothers. It's the oddest thing. They're always threatened, but Ukraine and Russia were like, fucking this. But in that agreement, the international community, the West, should have sent in troops. And I'm not advocating for sending in troops, but that's what a defense pact is. It's what it is. It's a defense pact. we need to do as much as we can to defend Ukraine. And all we're doing now is we're sending money, we're sending weapons, we're sending advisors and shit. Um, that's the least we could do, and we are obligated to do it. Just because you weren't born, and a lot of you want to have short-term memory loss, um, doesn't mean that the country and as a whole made an agreement. Doesn't matter if your boy comes along and he doesn't like the fucking agreement. It was made before. Now, the debts that we're supposed to pay now were incurred by the guy before. $2 trillion added to the deficit under Trump for his mostly for his tax break for the rich. That's where all that fucking money went. $2 trillion of a 3 trillion roughly deficit. That's what we have. So the majority of the current deficit was incurred by Trump during Trump. These assholes don't want to pay the bills that Trump racked up. Now, for all you young kids, I need to put something to you. Um, the crash of the U.S. stock market and the U.S. economy was the cause of both world wars. What happens here ripples across the pond. When our stock market crashed in the Great the Depression, um, that caused the stock markets across the pond. England and Germany, everybody fucking dominoes. I'm not saying we're that important, but our system is interconnected, and now even more so. When a bank goes into default in the United States, it's felt across the pond. These assholes have been bitching about Biden trying to start a third world war when they're actually doing the thing that actually caused both world wars that we've had, crashing the economy of the United States. Now, why I want to do that? To make Biden look bad. To make
To
Biden
own
look
the
bad.
libs.
To own the libs. Now, when the supply chain was at its worst, why did Greg Abbott block the southern border from diesel trucks traveling? That days waiting across the border? Well, to make the supply chain worse and own the libs. You know, it's the oldest game in the fascist book. Create a problem that doesn't exist, and you have the solution to the problem, and then you solve it. Suddenly, the supply chain is solved if you just let the fucking supplies in. I'm not a rocket surgeon, but it makes sense to me if you let the supplies come, it will benefit the chain, the supply chain. Uh, so I think we need to be doing more for Ukraine, and not just because there's Ukrainians sitting over here,
You have lots of
but
bias.
but I am biased. I against Russia. Um, most of the time that I've known Marta, Russian and Ukrainian were used interchangeably. They would as much say that they are Russian as they would say that they're Ukrainian. And
Yeah.
by blood, she has some Russian blood too. They don't speak Ukrainian. I don't know, did your parents speak Ukrainian or just
No,
not you?
they understood it like
Yeah.
how I understand it,
Yeah.
but no, it was like the way that we would take Spanish here.
Okay. And what was I going to say? So, but now, now there's definitely a separation between those words. I do not refer to her as Russian, and I don't think she refers to herself as Russian anymore. I've learned more and more and more about Ukraine. I know fucking so many little cities now that I've watched the battle over, little villages. What was it? Oh, they have one called New York. Just heard that one on one of the war maps yesterday. New York, Ukraine. Hello, all you people joining on Clapper. Sound is clear here. Very good. Very good. I am on Uncle Birch, coming to you live from New Orleans. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Clapper, clock on different devices. I only got two streams going out. Stream on the laptop, but normally I don't like the camera too much on the laptop. I'm very pale. I have three very different skin colors and tones going on here. TikTok seems to have an automatic filter of some kind. It seems to have taken 10 years off of my face that you don't see on Clapper. And on YouTube and Facebook over here, well, I'm just so white you can't see the fucking wrinkles. So that's all good. Uncle Birch come to you live from New Orleans. My latest round of classes launched on May 1st. You can find them at gumroad.com/witch school, which is, of course, WITCHSUL. And be sure and look for May 2023. Don't join the wrong class. You've got all the merry old month of May to get into the class, and you won't miss anything as long as you get in during the month of May 2023. I can't stress that enough. It makes me sad that I have to. Love me Fro on YouTube. All right. And this is words of wisdom about the full moon. It's an excellent for manifesting things of a romantical nature. A good night to have some good tequila on hand because it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. And our son's half birthday.
Yeah.
You gotta drink for that.
Now here in New Orleans, we celebrate everything. So I'm sure there's Cinco de Mayo celebrations going on. But you can look this up. You can Google this, okay? One time in the month of May, we had a sinkhole open on one of our main streets in New Orleans. And of course, there was a parade and a party around the sinkhole. And it was in early May. What do you think it was called? You can Google it. Sinkhole de Mayo. Yeah, it looked like quite a party. So, and we actually do have a pothole parade. I don't know what time of year that happens. We did see it one time. People are dressed like traffic cones and shit. I freaked out going to the wrong class. Yeah, it happens. I try to stagger them, but May is always a good time to start a class. So there is a May 2022 that just ended. So you don't want to get in that one. Then you get in that one, I have to give you a refund code. It's all a bunch of back and forth and delay stuff. But it happens. Not just you. It happens. That's why I got to bring it up every time. All right, going to look for tequila. It's 9:54 here in Africa. Oh my goodness, Africa. I heard that there's some big meeting of a lot of countries in South Africa next month, and Russia was one of the main people supposed to be there. And the government of South Africa told Putin that he should not come to South America because they will arrest him. He's a war criminal. He's been charged to Hague, and they are respondents to the Hague. They're members of the international court, and it would be their duty to arrest Putin on the spot if he went. So he's going to Zoom. Which, please, Wade, that's you? Okay. Hey, Jessica, Exotic, Trinity. Hello, all you people joining over there. Yeah, remember, keep liking it in case we get haters. There might be Russian bots out here trying to get me off of this. But Ukraine is doing an amazing job. Now, I heard this story yesterday in one of my many, many war briefs that I listened to. There was, in part of the counterattack of Ukraine in recent days, there was a section where Ukraine started to break through in the south somewhere along the line. And so the Russians had to fall back and create new defense. So they frantically started digging trenches. Unbeknownst to them, since it was Ukrainian land, just a few years ago, you know, that particular piece of land was a place where they buried diseased cattle. It was a biohazard, if you will. And the Russians dug trenches there. And there was a very large outbreak of anthrax. They called it a plague. And I don't even know the numbers of Russians that got sick and had to be transported off the battlefield. And you can't really replace those troops into the trenches that have the anthrax plague. So, yeah, that was an epic fail. Jessica Dills here. It's 10:57 p.m. Hey, how are you? Making dinner right now. It's 4:56 p.m. Well, everybody tell me what time it is. All right. All over the world. 24 minutes. Which, please? How long have you been live? Over here. Yeah, over here about 26 minutes. Which one you're on YouTube? But I'm also on Facebook. I haven't seen anybody comment from Facebook yet, but Marta did check, and I am live on Facebook, and Clapper, and TikTok, Jingle. So yes, I launched the new level 1 and level 2 courses for May 2023. You can join those. Clapper, it's in my bio. YouTube, it's in my tree. I'm sorry. TikTok, it's in my tree. YouTube, you gotta go gumroad.com/witch, which is of course WITCHSKEWL. Be sure and look for the May 2023 course. Save us all some trouble. The streaming is smoother here than Facebook's. I switched over. Okay. Yeah, there seemed to be a lag because when I flipped Marta off, she didn't see it for a few seconds. I mean, she saw it live. The replay was a little bit behind. Now, I don't know what it's like over here. But over here, we're on the laptop going through Restream, my old phone, and my current phone. Soon, I'm just going to have a wall of devices. Have a look at all of them. And hello, Clapper. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Let's see, I've been ranting about Ukraine and stuff lately. Um, um, Russia is accusing Ukraine of trying to assassinate Putin by sending drones to the Kremlin. And I actually saw one hit the little pointy thing on top of the Kremlin blow up. It didn't seem like a very big explosion. I was stressed about, but Ukraine denies doing it. Russia's, vowing to retaliate. It's a war. It's a war. This idea that Ukraine should refrain from hitting Russian territory is stupid. That's not how you fight a war. Your enemy could just run back across a mythical line. You go, oh, I gotta stop shooting now. God damn it. Man, he ran too fast. That's not how you fight a fucking war. That's ridiculous. I think they actually absolutely should be heading all the way to Moscow. All the way. They got something that can reach it. There's another city closer a few times. Now Ukraine made a statement today saying we only fight Russia on our territory. And I'm certainly hoping that isn't constraints being put on it by other nations like us, because that's ridiculous. That's how are you ever going to win that war? You know, and a loser can just scurry across the mythical little line and survive. That's ridiculous. You never entrap your enemy, according to the art of war. You semi-encircle them, leaving a path that seems like an exit, and then shoot them as they retreat to that exit. You don't, unless you're going to take them prisoner or something like that. That's not how you fight a war. You know, you have to take them out because they come back. I mean, everybody ever see fucking Saving Private Ryan? How to work out when they let that German? Yeah, I kicked in the ass, didn't it? Can't do that. The guy with the Tommy gun and the pack of cigarettes had the right idea. Go. If you don't know, I'm not going to give you any spoilers.
Anybody with the Tommy gun has the right idea. Just saying.
I'm just saying. And it would have been nice if the gangsters could have given them some of those barrel clips for their Tommy guns.
Yeah.
They could have, many of them would have had a lot more, ammo.
I love Tommy guns.
Of course you do, baby. We'll get you one someday.
Okay.
I'm sure, isn't it an assault weapon?
I'll stand on the roof.
Good luck.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Figure that out.
Protect the neighborhood.
Okay. You sit there with your Tommy gun?
Yep.
All right. That'd be pretty intimidating, I think. Heads up about the streams, bro. Helpful. Level 2. Cool. Also, heads up about the live stream. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to do this. So, yeah. I don't really schedule these kinds of things. Just Marta was asking me the other day, "Are you going to go live?" I said, "Nah, I'm not feeling it today. Fuck those people." I did say that. I said, "Fuck you." I did. I've given them too much of my time. But here I am. I'm back. But not that day. Not that day. I think it was Monday. Inked Stud Muffin. Hello. How you doing? Lisa Isa Idy. Hello. How are you? They're the Feral Bones. Nice name. Oh, you've been there for a while. Okay, I don't even know if you're still there on clock. Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans, where it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's got to be 80 or something. A slight breeze.
Let's see.
Slight breeze, but not enough to blow the pipe out. It's just.
Oh, dude, it's 84.
84?
Yeah, 84.
Oh my God.
84. Shut the door. It's 84.
Yeah, right on. When you're doing them in order, there's some people that did 2 and then 1, and
Dude,
some people do 1 and 2.
It's gonna be in the mid to high 80s all week.
Yeah, but
I think the cold anything we have is over now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. So I'm gonna have to check the grill and see if the stuff I did to the grill fixed the grill.
Our grill
Yeah.
or this grill?
This grill, I could see it. It's on camera.
No.
Yeah, I don't have to set fire to this grill to see if it works.
I'll set fire to it.
Set fire to it. Don't pick your nose at me.
What?
If I did that, you'd go, gross. You do it.
Does it stop you? No.
No, but I don't do it to you.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Every day. You dig all the way there.
Oh, every day I do that. No, but I don't give a shit. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Over here, I'm on YouTube and Facebook, where I am such a white ass motherfucker. Over here on TikTok, I'm an olive skin motherfucker. And Clapper, I'm an older olive skin motherfucker. I like TikTok. Look at that. Why am I so pretty? Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans. Manny Rose, hello. If anybody wants to come on camera and give me something to talk about over here on TikTok, it's something down over there. Roughly about over there on Clapper, and it's a little hand thing. And then, I don't know, you could ask me, hey, I want to come on screen over here on YouTube, and I'll send a link. Or I can just randomly post a link in there. It'd be kind of weird. Should maybe do that. That's funny. You spelled which school? Skool. See, the spelling that I got it from was from the free school movement, and educational movement. When they spelled it two different ways, they spelled it Skewl, and they spelled it Skool. So you just hit on another anarchist way of spelling school, because we just, I guess, we hate rules so much that spelling's a problem too. I don't know. We got to spell stuff our own way. I don't know. That's never really been explained to me why we do that, but we do. Mistress Melissa, hello. Robert Gonzalez, hello. Moonstar, hello. I am having an amazing day. Yes, thank you. It's a fabulous day. It is spring. Have been planting our garden. Is the garden of fucks, however, is barren. But I try to keep the garden of fucks barren and let it go fallow every so often. But the rest of the garden is just fabulous. Lots of greens, lots of flowers. That fucking hibiscus is gonna open any minute. Hopefully
And
before we go in.
milkweed has
The milkweed's got flowers, and the
flowers.
milkweed flowers are really amazing, multicolored flowers.
Oh yeah, the hibiscus is almost open.
And I don't know if you noticed the blood vine. What is it?
Bleeding heart.
Bleeding heart.
What?
It has a whole new stem growing straight up out of the pot.
Oh shit!
It looks like a bud on the tip.
I haven't looked at it in a long time.
I apparently haven't either, because I didn't notice that stem at all.
Oh shit!
I just watered it today, and it looks like it looks like a bud. That's never had a bud before.
You just bought it.
Yeah.
So.
We have stuff growing this year that we planted 2 years ago that never came up, like
The sunflower
epic sunflower.
No, that was 3 years ago.
Okay, 3 years ago. I recently got a tiller and tilled the soil, and apparently a lot of our dormant seeds are springing up. Have you managed to grow some rue yet? Oh, hell yes. I always
morning.
Always grow rue. Matter of fact, I am. My old school rue plant that moved with us all the way from Santa Cruz went to seed here and then died of root rot. But it spread seeds all over, and I've never grown rue from seed
So
before.
it's still the same plant then?
Yeah. But it just kind of propagated itself around. So this is like
it's dying wish.
The son or daughter of rue.
Yeah.
Yes. Which will hopefully that'll go to seed, because I just want rue fucking everywhere, and bees like it, and got to do stuff for the bees, and then we got a fuckload of milkweed. We raise monarch butterflies. Get a new batch every fucking month or so. In Arizona, there's a lot of things we can't grow. It's illegal. Oddly enough, here in New Orleans, mugwort is more illegal to grow than pot. It's weird. And I looked it up. It is not an invasive species. It's because apparently people get high on it. I never got high on it. I
got high on it.
I smoked it.
That's an old wives' tale.
I smoked it before psychic readings to boost my psychic skills, and it totally worked. Yeah, I love mugwort. I'm sorry, so quiet. Trying to get ready for work. Many roads. Okay. Well, have a good time at work. Rue, absolutely. George Phillips, how are you? No, that's cool. You spelled it the other anarchist school way, so that's cool. I do need to just set up another channel where another Gumroad where I just spell it the proper way. Christian Days told me that a million times. It's like, I know, but it's so branded out there. And if you Google Uncle Birch, you come up with which school with that spelling. And he goes, yeah, but you have to spell it out every one time on my podcast that I forgot to spell it out, which means that the Corellians got people in their classes because they have the proper spelling. I think smoking mugwort makes you high. Yeah, I mean there is a head change involved. But what I noted, I've always tried to remember this. Like if I'm in freezing cold weather, stranded outside or something like that, I hope I have some mugwort, some rolling papers because smoking mugwort increases your body temperature extremely and fast. You start sweating out of nowhere. Try it out. And heating up your body um, for the purposes of magic is a very important method of magic. So, uh, mugwort, though. Try to change the angle of the camera, and I hate that angle. Okay. Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Clapper, TikTok. Ah, I'm trying to keep up with all y'all. Margaret was extremely invasive. It's illegal for me to share any plants in Indiana. So, hmm. Well, it depends on where you grow up. But here, it's not considered an invasive species. In California, it's a weed. Just kind of pops up. It doesn't tend to really take over areas, but patches of it here and there. I always have me some good mugwort spots in California. Um, Hammer stroke. Mm-hmm. Renarius, how are you? Bids dropped in time for dinner. Right on. Yep, I'm all over the place right now. There's so many cameras on me. Yes, it will give you a small buzz. Yeah, there's definitely a head change to it. But I used to roll my own cigarettes. So if somebody came to the shop to get a reading, I'd say, well, give me like 5 minutes, and I'd roll me up a cigarette. Mostly tobacco, put a little bit of mugwort in there, have me up 3 or 4 hits of that, and go do my job. And I did a better job every time. It's a little hot there today. Yeah, it's 84. Mugwort grows wild on my property. Yeah, I've never. I did know somebody one time that grew some in a pot and like took care of it. It's amazing when you actually cultivate the plant, take care of it. But, you know, it just survives on its own. There's a weed um, all over, where we used to live. Tree pendant. Um, it's a chimaruta. It's an Italian word for everybody. Okay. It's an Italian word means sprig of rue. So the main body of the plant is rue. Most chimarutas always have this little 5 point or 5 petaled flower here. Vervain, rue and vervain being the most potent Italian magical formula for repelling the evil eye. And then every chimaruta is different with what it has on it. Sometimes symbolic of the rank of the person that owns the chimaruta, the path they follow, a lot of different things. Got my key for Hecate right here and there. Manny Rose, hello. D, hello. Oh, I just answered your question. Redux, hello. Renarius is over here. And move your finger. Oh, sorry. That's what she said. You were thinking it. You were thinking it.
You're showing it with the pepper.
Yeah. Oh, the pepper in the way?
Yeah.
Okay. Spelled Chimaruta. I have to Google it. Yes. Sprig of
Sima
rue.
Rata.
Sprig of rue. Just recently picked up a book on Hecate. Oh yeah, she's my girl. She's my first patron goddess and um, probably the most worked. Hecate and Fortuna, probably my main patrons. Because Fortuna is going to help me conquer the world. That's her job. Move your finger. Okay, did I move it good enough? Okay. Trying to follow all the cameras. It's like my life, man. There's all these cameras focus on me. It's like a paparazzi, man. But I am the paparazzi, videoing myself. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Clapper, Talk. How the hell are you? Anybody wants to come on screen and stop making me work so hard, give me some material. There's various buttons on all platforms. If somebody asked to be on over here on YouTube, which would be great, you know, I would love to post that code in the chat room and see that. Trying with some success to find important herbs here. Amazing what a little foraging will produce. Yes, and not good apps. I just don't like that. I had a free app, and then they decided to become a paid app. It's like, well, no, fuck you, because Plant Snap was the free app, and Plant Snap became smarter based off of our data using Plant Snap. So, in a way, the users of Plant Snap built Plant Snap. It was stupid at the beginning. It got everything wrong. It got really good at identifying fucking plants. And then they want to charge for it. It's like, well, pay me first because I used it all the fucking time and helped your app get smarter. But I think all of the good uh, um, all of the good plant identification apps now are paid apps. I don't see any that are for free anymore. What in the hell are you? You are a tick? No, you're not. Not anymore. You're not. You're on my screen and not somewhere else. I'm sorry. I just killed a tick on you guys over there on YouTube and Facebook. I'm not a pacifist, bitch. Yeah. I use, I use Google Lens. Yeah, I've had some luck with Google Lens. I mean, before Google Lens was Google Goggles, and I used it at work all the time. Come in, like occasionally, a witch or a magician or somebody with a cool library would die, and they'd bring a box of their books to the witch store. What are you going to do? Who are you going to call? And I could take a picture with those and just find out what books were out of print, what books were in print, um, anything about the object, and I think that became Google Lens, so similar thing. You know, I remember the last time somebody came in and did that in my old shop back in Santa Cruz. It was two boxes. And I just looked at these. I used to suck at haggling. I used to really suck at being a businessman, even though I'd had a business for 20 years. It took me a long time to realize that I should succeed. It's my job being here. Ooh, look at the butterfly. Did that get on any cameras? That was a serious fluttering swallowtail. And okay, so somebody came in with these two boxes of books, some which that had died, and I just look at it, and, right off the top, just moving a couple books, I'm looking at least $5,000 of out of print occult books. But I can't always get that price, but that's what you're going to shoot for. So I looked at it, I go, oh god, it's a lot to go through there. I definitely can see some books that I can use here. Here's how about 500? And they were stoked. They were stoked. At least $5,000 just on the top, the top level of this fucking thing, man. There was shit that was priceless. It was probably close to $7,000 once I sold all of those fucking books and kept a few things for myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I got a little bit better at the game. They were happy. The books cost them nothing. They were, stranded on them by, a passing housemate or something like that, and they were fucking stoked to get 500. Win-win. I'm trying to say. Okay, read that. Hello, Clapper. Hello, Clock. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. I haven't seen, I'm on Facebook. Marta looked it up. I haven't seen anybody on Facebook say anything. No. Y'all are boring. Or maybe, they never said that they were going to. Remember when they moved me lower into the feed because of something I said? They never really changed that. They never told me, okay, now we're moving you back up in the feed. So I'm just down low in the feed forever. I don't even know why I bother with fucking Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg's an asshole. He thought that he was going to do away with this competition TikTok and be all high and mighty and make a whole bunch of money on it. And he thought that the kids at TikTok would flock over to Facebook. It's like, that's seriously not knowing your own product. Your product, being Facebook, is considered by a couple generations now as a bunch of fucking old people. They don't want to do with Facebook. I don't even know if the Clapper people want to have anything to do with Facebook. AA's book is on the fourth edition. I got a second edition, which isn't in print anymore. Oh, I love that. See, I hate Facebook. Yeah, see that? Facebook is dead. Yeah, 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 yeah. But here I am. I'm on Facebook. But is anything going on Facebook? I don't know. I don't hear from nobody. I'm gonna do this because nobody else would do such a crazy thing. That's sometimes how I make choices in my life. Would anybody else do such a crazy thing? Can't post messages. Wait, wait, wait. Wolf, are you watching on Facebook? That would be good to know. If you're watching on Facebook, then their icons are screwed up. Yeah, if you're watching this on Facebook, then they are all screwed up because you have a YouTube icon right there. Or you're just saying you have a Facebook account. Making tacos for dinner. Ooh, Taco Wednesday. We were just having a discussion about tacos right before I went live. So you're watching on Facebook. Oh yeah, you guys Restream shit together. That is not the icon for Facebook. This whole time I've been sitting there going, where are the Facebook people? Where are the Facebook people? There you are. You've been here the whole damn time, Wolf. All right, Restream. Well, maybe it's because I didn't get the Facebook turned on till later, but that's really giving them too much credit. I think they're fucking up. All right, so I posted a link. If anybody on Facebook or YouTube wants to go live, they can click on that link. In theory. Hexen Hazel, how are you? Clock. Miriam's Wellsprings, how are you? I'm app swapping. So am I. I'm just trying to keep track of all the ones I'm on right now. I mean, Restream over here is supposed to have a way to work on TikTok. I have yet to figure that out. It's supposed to have a way to work on Instagram. I've yet to figure that out. And it doesn't even seem like I have access to that level of Instagram or something like that. So that's kind of useless. Kimberly, how are you on YouTube? How are you? Or wait, Facebook. I mean, I know you can Facebook, so let me know. You watching on Facebook? Because we got the icons messed up. Restream is screwing up. And you guys expect me to pay you? Huh. I moved over to YouTube. Okay, Stephanie. Well, if if anything really good happens in this live or something you wanted to hear again, it'll be on YouTube, forever. Clapper, it goes poof. TikTok, it goes poof. As soon as I turn it off, see, I made it back alive. Thank God and goddess. Thank you, God and goddess. Now you got hoes on every platform. I can tell you're a pimp. Okay. From the clock to the clap. And why did people always dress like thugs? Yeah, I don't know. Who's dressing like thugs? It's too hot to dress like a thug. I got a t-shirt. Actually, we're going to a place um, later this month. I've got to find like a button-up shirt. And I have some. I just haven't seen them in a while. Hey Amps, Abigail, Mudhole. Hello, y'all. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. We are on Talk, Clap, Facebook, and YouTube over here. I was on Facebook a second ago, moved to YouTube. Okay. Kimberly is on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, because we've got one person watching on YouTube, but they have on Facebook, but they have the YouTube icon on them. Very confusing. Hello, dogs. I believe you think it's dinner time. Actually, it's just shortly after 4:20, which is over 30 minutes before your dinner time. You can do that. In New Zealand, how are you, Stevie? Stephanie is Stevie. Man, they all just get one name. I'm just Uncle Birch everywhere. The places on Michael Corral. Okay, but just those two things. Um, I'm pretty much dress clothes. Here's dress up. Well, I always like the story. Like when we came here to look for a house, you know, Marta had a friend from college who was going to show us around and stuff. It was Thanksgiving when we were coming to look for a house. And he said, "Oh, at Thanksgiving we go to the racetrack. Everybody goes to the racetrack. It's a tradition here, um, and we get all dressed up. And we're coming from Hollywood, and so I brought Prada and Armani and shit. That's what I was thinking. Dressed up. We didn't know shit about New Orleans really. You know, we needed like plumes of feathers and bedazzles and sparkles. It's that kind of dressed up, like dressing up for a parade kind of dressed up. So we know that now. I just didn't understand that then. And that's really the only time we've been to that racetrack. They just had a jazz fest there, um, and it rained like crazy. So I imagine there was a lot of mud. Yes, lots of beads. Yes, you send me a little warmth, like 15 degrees. Sure, you got it, man. You got it. Ritual, my dogs and cats are 24/7. See, that's for a cat. I understand. A cat needs a full bowl of food to, meander about the day. Um, Dogs will just keep eating. Dogs will just keep eating until they're way fucking too fat. A dog will fucking like pop, man. So I don't do that. I don't give the dogs an endless bowl of food. Yeah, more like Mardi Gras dress up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we learned, that was like 4 years ago. I knew nothing of this place.
Leave the we out of it.
I said I
No,
knew nothing of
no,
this
you
place.
said we learn.
We learned. Yeah, you learned.
I have nothing to do with this.
My cats eat like crazy. Yeah, 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 yeah. But I don't even do that with our cat. I don't leave him an endless bowl of food because, you know, when I did, he was fat. Blood magic is, it depends on who you're talking to. Blood magic to me is using my blood in magic. Um, like I've often said, you go over to my YouTube channel, my housing spell is a lodestone with 3 drops of your blood on it, planted in front of the house that you want. And again, we came here, and other people showed us around other stuff. So Christian Day, he took us on a tour through the French Quarter, showed us, various, magical shops, that kind of thing, the vampire shop. Um, then he took us down to the river, and he said, "Okay, so if you want to come here, you have to make an offering to the river. The river needs to accept you for you to move to this town." And I'm going, shit. The one time I planned ahead before a plane, like my left pocket is full of mojo bags and stones and any cash I have, any change I have. Some of that change I have is not currency. It's old coins and silver coins. Basically stuff to attract money. So I had taken all of the change out of my pocket um, before we left, so I wouldn't have to put it in, and fish it all out. Just kind of speed up the plane process. Um, so I'm standing there um, on the banks of the river. Um, I don't have any change to give the river, but I have 3 lodestones, and all of them have 3 drops of my blood on them. And right before we left Hollywood, if you're in the level 1 or if you're in the level 1 witch school class, which started May 1st, biggumroad.com/witch school, WITCHSKEWL. If you're in that class, it starts in Hollywood. And by the end of that class, the last couple episodes of that class, here in this backyard, before we had any lawn furniture, had this table or anything here, um, because of that spell. And I teach you that spell. But right before we left Hollywood, I showed how to trick a dollar bill in classic hoodoo fashion. And and in the tricking of that dollar bill, I actually used my actual magical sigil. Now, don't you go back to the class and try and use that. It's not going to work that way. But um, for the purposes of demonstration, I use my actual sigil to trick that dollar. So I had that dollar in my pocket, left pocket. Wrapped that lodestone in that dollar, went down to the river, gave that to the river. Uh, Now, I don't know if I can say we, but Marta said this all the time. It was the fastest move we ever had. It was the least obstructive. We moved halfway across the country in like no time. We started looking in November.
Considering that I'm the one who said that, I think it's okay.
Okay, we looking in the house in November. Um, January we were pulling out front. Just boom, 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 out of there. Yeah, a great decision. Love sigil magic. I have a few that I've made. Yes, sigil magic. There's so many things you can do with sigil magic. Absolutely. Which school rocks? I don't care. I signed up for which school? Excited. Okay. Make sure you signed up for 2023. We were talking about that earlier. There was a May 2022, and you don't want to be in that class. I have not seen anybody sign up for that class in the last couple of days. Or sign up for the wrong class. And I tend to get a ka-ching notification. It's my favorite part of the day. When I'm doing something else, my phone goes ka-ching. Kelly Hernandez, look at, wow, I can barely see your picture, but you look young in that picture. Very dark hair. How are you? Uncle Birch is, I think Kelly's probably on YouTube. But we're also on Facebook, Clapper, TikTok. Yes, I have it on stream. So what's going on over there? So Kelly over here on YouTube, yeah, she is the current owner of the witch store where I grew up, and I gotta say, it looks way better than the witch store that I grew up in. From what I've seen, I have not been there since the overhaul and all the changes, but I've seen a fuckload of pictures and video and stuff. And it is amazing. And being that before that they hadn't really cleaned the shop since I was a kid, it needed to happen. And a couple questions about blood magic. First, what are the positives and negatives to it? Second, can offering blood affect close relatives like children? Offering blood shouldn't affect your children. I find it, if you use it in hexing, that's probably a bad idea because that can rebound onto your family line and that kind of thing. But it contains your DNA in it. It's the, if I needed a magical link to you to do a spell on you, my absolute best choice would be a drop of your blood. That would be perfect. But anything that your DNA, really, like all those years doing witchcraft, we were really like the occult CSI, man. We were trying to extract DNA samples. We were taught how to lift fingerprints off of doorknobs with tape because that's a great magical link to do to somebody. Find your hair follicles, find your skin fragments. You can pick those up with tape off a piece of furniture too. But you know, little did we know that what we were really looking for was your DNA. So there's been a couple times, back in Santa Cruz. Well, I'm going to say we because we did. We used to run this certain enemy of mine out of every place that they would go to eat, just because they didn't like us. And we went to all of the best places, so kind of ruined it for them. But a couple times, this person they shuffled their asses out of there, um, made a mistake of leaving their drink behind with their straw, which I immediately grabbed, just in case I needed it. So it's got their DNA on it. Their DNA. If I have your DNA, yeah, I can affect your entire family. Well, you using your blood to do things not necessarily going to affect your family line, depending on what you're doing. I'm asking because I hope to be initiated into a certain tradition and it requires blood to be offered. I agree with 95% of the system, but it has edgy blood outline. My blood was taken. That is pretty common. Not only my blood was taken at my first degree initiation, but my measurement. A specific type of cord measured from the bottoms of your feet to the top of your head. Your exact measurement is a magical link to you as well. So they took my blood, we put it on the heart of a white figure candle, I believe it was, and then they burnt it, and then they took our measuring. And a measure is pretty common in old school witchcraft. So I missed 30-second recap. So good to see you. Love to Marta. Your witch school is the best. Did I spell it right? Yes, you did spell it right. Kelly. Kelly, send you love, Marta.
Thank you, Kelly.
Uh, 30-second recap. I don't know. We talked about Ukraine. We talked about how Western nations made an agreement with Ukraine to defend them if they would give up their nukes. And then now lately we've been talking about blood magic the last few minutes. All of you rock, gotta go. Merry meet again. Blessed be, merry meet again to Wolf. Yeah. Yeah, definitely check out. Is it eyeofthecat.com or is it eotc.com? Any rate, look up the Eye of the Cat in Long Beach, Kelly's shop. It's amazing, and lately they've been getting some really cool stuff from New Orleans. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it was Kelly was here last year. Hooking stuff up. Um, take your straw with you, yes. Um, ask for your teeth back when you get them pulled out. Oh, that's a good one. Which is no many ways to screw you over. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've never had to get a tooth pulled out and ask them for it. But yeah, I don't let anybody cut my hair. Um, uh, Chances are, you throw a rock in this town, um, half the time you're going to hit a practitioner of something. I don't necessarily want any of my kind of people having my hair. I owe it all to you. Oh, well, I owe it all to mom, her mom. I mean, I just call her mom. Literally, it's her mom, Kelly's mom. But she raised me as, not just my mother. We were latchkey kids. Um, yeah, I didn't see my mom till like 10 o'clock at night for a great portion of my life. I saw Judy every day for most of the day. I used to work in a salon. Well, so did Marie Laveau. Well, I mean, she owned a salon. That part in American Horror Story was true. They got that right. And she got all the gossip she knew, and she was able to influence influential people because of the stuff she knew that people told her in their chair. Latchkey genetics. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I want my kid to have a better life. But for my own life, I wouldn't have had it any other way. I wouldn't be the same person that I am now had it not worked out that way. I had a lot of leeway to become who I needed to become on my own. That, that normal situation I just wouldn't have had. What's the difference between low magic and high magic? Usually hoity-toity people trying to make it sound like their magic's better than your magic. I mean, there's ceremonial magic, and then there's folk magic. But you know, calling things high or low. I mean, I don't think any people practice magic and call it low magic, but there's people who practice high magic and call it high magic. Still here, I bought a ton of stuff when I had the cat. Good advice. Thanks, bro. I'm out. Right on. Cool. Well, so I hate the terms high versus low. It's kind of like, black magic and white magic. It's just misused terms pretty much. Okay, magic is just magic, yes. Liam, 24. Hello, how are you? Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Clapper, Talk. I think that's it. So invite your friends, share it, whatever you do over here. Um, magic is magic, whether you're looking for a cool place to park. We're trying to remove a dictator. Well, yeah, Squat will get you a place to park. She could probably sit on the face of a dictator and smother him, though, too. She's all powerful. What kind of magic does a Golden Dawn practice for some of these questions? Golden Dawn practices ceremonial magic that does tend to lean into a lot of Egyptian mythos, and then the Rosicrucians are all about the Egyptian mythos and also a ceremonial magic set. So I think probably the Golden Dawn has a more rigorous set of rituals than the Rosicrucians. Hi, Uncle Birch and lovely Marta, Lady Witch. I can't even recall what I had written. Or Kevin has a really simple, no God involved way to find good parking spots for that evening. Well, Squat wasn't originally a god, but became a god and then became a goddess. Broke out of its programming. So, Wade, it occurs to me that we were just talking about you. We were going, how many years have we known fucking Wade? How many years have been writing this fucking book? What the fuck, Wade? Finish the fucking book. Finish the fucking book. I remember a long time ago, I was learning to program a video game. I was making this video game. And it took me so long to do it that by the time I would have put it out, the technology and the graphics and all of it was obsolete. Now, I didn't know Roblox was going to come along and fuck that all up. And maybe I should have just put it out. But it became obsolete. Information, program, obsolete. You're gonna wait so fucking long. Wait, half the shit you said can be obsolete. Like if I started writing a book in the '80s, I'd be talking about the 9 million people uh, killed during the burning times of the Charger witchcraft, and then by the '90s that'd be all fucked up, and it wouldn't be true anymore. Squat is a great reason to learn a whole lot of dirty limericks. Absolutely. We know what I don't actually even know it. Marta knows what. Marta knows a limerick. She does the limerick. I'd say squat, squat, find us a spot. Squat has broken contained. Yes, squat could not be contained. Squat was programmed um, to break out of its containment. Isaac Bonowitz was a revolutionary motherfucker, man. He did some crazy stuff that's still going. Hey, Uncle Birch and Marta, user 63. Uh, what about the Masons? Are they Luciferians? No, the Masons are something else. And if you look, there's only so much you can ever know about the Masons from the outside in the first place. But what we do know historically is that the Masons, as we know it, were originally actual stonemasons. And they were working on the renovation of Solomon's temple. And they were digging in the basement. And something happened during the course of that event that turns the Masons into a mystical order. Many have theorized about the type of things they may have found. Maybe the spear that stabbed Jesus, the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant.
You should light a cigarette so we can have a couple of drinks.
You're going to hate it.
I know, and that'll like make me not think about it.
What? What about this here? How do I scroll through these goddamn comments? Almost.
That's what I
Is that
was.
Wade
That
saying
was my
almost
goal.
lost the whole book 3 times? See? Yeah, exactly. My raw text for my book is complete. It started in 2020. Since then,
Don't fuck with him.
people. No, there's somebody else. I refer to have died, and the pandemic has come and gone. I can't even read what Wade said something, but it scrolled off, and I've got no way to scroll up. Well, thanks, Restream. That's really user friendly, right there. Might be Wade, that might be Stephanie that said that. I don't know. No, but I already gave Wade shit. You hear that? Where's the fucking book? I don't even remember what the damn book's about anymore. Wade, God damn it. So when did it? Who? When did who practice? The Masons? Would say ask Uncle Birch who's a Mason, but low totem pole. See, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm not a Mason. So, yeah. Iced Earth has a song called "The Burning Times." Yeah, well, this song called "The Burning Times" was originally by Catch the Fire. Was a gay man's spiritual group of the '80s, and that's where the that's where it gets repeated in song that 9 million European women died, um, and that's just not the actual numbers. And we don't know the actual numbers. It's a problem. It's probably lower. It could be higher if we can include all of the Inquisition, all of that stuff. Um, but we were fixated on that number back in the day. Who the Freemasons? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who we're talking about now. A customer will be right back. Oh, Kelly's at work. All right. Yes, definitely check out the Eye of the Cat. Probably eotc.com or something, but you just Google Eye of the Cat in Long Beach. Uh, Jane, how are you? How's it going? I'm probably not going to be here for too much longer. Yes, attempting to adult. Well, I remember, if you back on my YouTube channel, and you scroll back, most of those videos were shot in my shop, and sometimes you hear these bells ring, and you see me look up from the camera. It's like, well, that's a customer coming in. When anybody say anything about witchcraft, I'd be like, same me putting dirt outside my job to steal my supervisor's cigarette butts. Yes, your supervisor's cigarette butts have their DNA on them. Absolutely. Mr. Lowe,
That's how they
Mr. Pink
caught
there.
some people in Santa Cruz who killed somebody. One of them left their cigarette
Yeah,
in a ashtray or something, and they got him.
yeah. Or like people are out there stalking somebody in a bush and leaving cigarette butts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any advice?
Moral of the story: dispose of your cigarette butts responsibly.
That's what you get for littering, man. Do you have any advice for using the hatred and negativity of others to fuel your own success? Yes, you are on YouTube right now, right? So you go back and look at uh, what's it going to be? Banishing poverty. Banishing poverty, I give away a sigil that's used to transform energy. Um, Beyond banishing poverty, that sigil can be used to absorb and feed on your enemies. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Transform that energy into a raw energy that you can use for your own success. I call it feeding on your enemies. Um, if you want the full version of the course, which is based on something that Mom from the Eye of the Cat taught me, just elaborated upon. You get over there to gumroad.com/witch school, WITCHSKEWL. Spiritual warfare, feeding on your enemies, has been selling out of late based on some shit that was going on over here on TikTok and how a bunch of people decided to attack me and others, and I've been able to take their energy and turn it into money while they become broke ass motherfuckers. Um, it's a great way to deal with your enemies. Transmute is a good word. Yes, yes. And I'm sure they have it at the Eye of the Cat. Mom's Protection, Charms, and Spells book has the original idea for that transformation. It's where I learned it. I just turned it into a larger, all-encompassing thing. And uh, since the sigil is triangular in nature, um, if you position triangles together in enough ways, you can make an orb, which can be a shield. And so you can then take that transformation idea and make an entire shield of those transformation triangles. Um, and so if you're on YouTube, you can also look up psychic self-defense shields up. Yes. Yes, also available on Amazon. So, matter of fact, if you just Google me, you come to, you will find Uncle Birch's swag page on Amazon, which is recommended books and recommended magical products that I've come across over the years. And then, if you buy Mom's book, Protection Spells and Charms, from there, I get a couple pennies or something like that. Every so often, I get a check from those people, based on, because people are always saying, you can recommend a book, you have a recommended reading list, recommended this list. It's like, yeah, okay, or just I'll stick that on Amazon, and black to gray to white. Choose your color. Candle. Ooh. Still can't seem to sign. They've been signing off for about a half an hour. Jade, you're back. Hello. Lady Machia 8, how are you? Jade again. Cassandra, hello. Karamia, how are you? Long time no see. Probably not going to be out here for too much longer. Got a book on psychic defense. You got what the originals were there? I'm thinking Justine Glass. Psychic self-defense and well-being. Do you have any clothing tips? Black hoodies. If you don't want anybody to detect your energy, silk. Back in the day, we used to keep our tarot cards wrapped in silk. We used to keep our ritual tools wrapped in silk. The reason we did that is because silk does not let that type of energy pass through it. It's contained within it. Um,
Unseen forces?
yeah, unseen forces. I would especially recommend it like spiritual activity, like in a lot of the ATRs, they cover their head with white to keep unwanted spirits from mounting them. Now, I've often argued it's like, well, shit, if you're gonna go there, why not white silk? White silk, you got double protection right there. We cover our neck in silk. Yes. So, silk shirt, silk lined hat, silk pants, and then you would sneak around like a thief in the night, just like you want. Put amethyst crystal in my hair buns when I'm out at Camp Dale. That's interesting. I mean, it's a no-brainer, but I've never really heard. Maybe people just don't talk about that. It's a secret. Women weaving stuff into their braids and stuff. Stones makes sense. Seems like it would work. All right, everybody. I gotta go stop doing uncle stuff, start doing dad stuff, and I'm gonna go have the kid feed them dogs. And so, thanks for joining us. Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans. Check out level 1 and level 2 Witch School, which is just launched at gumroad.com/witch school. WITCHSKEWL. It's in my link here under my profile. It's in my tree thing over here in my profile. And over here, you just got to go gumroad.com/witch school. WITCHSKEWL. Make sure you're signing up for May 2023 because it is 2023. All right, y'all on YouTube. Good to see